Shalom, shalom. All praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh Shemashai by Shemer Kahakwadash. And I was pretty much just meditating, like, we're too good for these women. The Lord, He has women that are gonna want to be in order, and we're not gonna have to sit here and motherfucking wrestle to put women in under subjection and put them in their right spirit. All right, as far as serving us and being submissive and feminine and all of that. The Lord is gonna bring those women to us, and they're gonna be in their right mind. We're not gonna have to sit here and pander, or sit here and try to, explain it, or none of that, man. You know. So, when you try to get at these women or whatever, or you out here and you see these women, and they denying you and all of that, that's because ultimately, you're too good for these women. The Lord don't want to give you over to that wicked bitch. She want to give. She got the Lord got beautiful woman set up for us, man. Okay, and it may not appear that way right now, looking at the way shit is, but you're not supposed to settle for less. A lot of dudes, they settle for less. Um, a lot of the rhetoric out here is that the man has no value, pretty much. So a lot of these dudes, they run around praising these women and shit, being a double agent or whatever, trying to pretty much pander to these women, even though they know what it is. Um, it's just part of the game. They pretty much be running game on bitches because bitches are stupid. So Jake be out here supplanting these women. They call it running game or whatever. Pretty much pimping them out, kind of like you know. But see, we don't need to do that because we're not pandering to women. We're not thirsty uh, um to receive that because we have women, and that's the first thing that these women will say is say, "Oh, you have no bitches." Huh?
Can't open your doors.
Okay, yeah, I know.
When they have your paperwork, I'll open you up and give you a way to go.
I gave it to him. I gave the paperwork to him.
All right, so forward, I'll get yours up.
Are you gonna open it? All right.
I'll give you a wave on clear track.
Yeah. So because the man has no values, he has no value in this current setup. It's like a man has no value in this current setup. So a lot of these dudes, they run around looking for women, whether they getting money, have money, it doesn't really matter if you don't have no respect. If you're not, you can have money. Women are used to seeing men with money or men that don't have money, but they're not used to seeing a man that has his dignity, respect, all right, and moving in righteousness. And a lot of these dudes, they pretty much pander to these women, like I said before, so that they can get some action or whatever. But while they're in the search of a woman, their self dignity is not intact. They're not preserving their dignity as men, and and pretty much bowing down and worshiping a woman, because that's a lot of what goes on here in America. Babylon the Great is woman worship. All right, because no man should have to get on his knees and ask a woman to marry him. But that's been the psychology here in America, is that you got to get on your knees and ask a woman to um take you as her husband, when ultimately you're her covering. She's supposed to be she's in need of a covering, a man to protect, provide, and in turn she's supposed to be fulfilling her role as a woman and you know, pretty much nurturing what you're building or whatever. But they don't teach that in America. They teach that the man is pretty much the peon. You know what I mean? A man is a peon, and it's a woman's world, and women pretty much dictate. Ooh, women pretty much dictate. Women pretty much dictate everything. If you can and can't have your kids. All right, if you can and can't have your kids, how your kids are being raised, all of that, you know. So it's a lot of woman worship going on over here. But us coming into this truth and waking up, we pretty much telling women, yo, I'm the man, you gonna do what the fuck I say. You gonna stop carrying yourself like that, and you gonna understand that the man is in charge. And they're not feeling that. They have a problem with masculinity, and they have a problem with submission as women. All right, but don't even worry about it, because if you when you go out here, it's gonna be women that just keep continuing to bolster that masculinity, because even though they're it bothers them, you know, it's throwing their equilibrium off because they're wicked as hell. Righteous and submissive women are gonna be attracted to that. So, you know, we ain't gotta worry about it, and it's gonna be on a much higher level. All right, it's gonna be the Lord has preserved the best of the best for us, and I truly believe that through the Spirit. All right, so shalom.